All right, living lifers, we are at Ocean Shores. It's kind of been a whirlwind trip. We're here for my buddy Mark and Sarah, his wife, or soon-to-be wife. Their wedding today. We came in yesterday, driving from Eastern Washington, from Lincoln Rock State Park. So we're mooch docking now. We're at a buddy's house. So we're just hooked up to power and just living off of our tanks for everything else. So just gonna walk around Ocean Shores and kind of show you some of the, I guess the nuances, some of the allure of Ocean Shores. Lee and I, we're not at retirement age yet, but a lot of people do buy homes out here in Ocean Shores, and so just gonna walk around and just show you the allure. I mean, it hasn't really hit us like that yet. We don't feel like we need to be out here. We feel like when we retire, we need to be part-time in the Caribbean. So let's walk around and check it out. It's turned out to be a lovely day. Hopefully we'll get down to the beach here shortly and let you guys see that. And as you can see, there's still quite a few lots that are available in the area that people can get if they wanted to build a home. There's a canal, and so the houses that I'm pointing at now, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a canal over there that these folks live on that side. And someone is they have kind of like a lighthouse built into their home. If you can see that or not, I think that's pretty unique. Since we are on the ocean, we run into a new set of dangers. Danger number one, tsunamis. Now you actually can be affected by tsunamis. So as we're walking, you'll probably see a whole bunch of signs that say tsunami evacuation route. Another house is being erected. On this street alone, there's probably about 4 new homes coming up. Moss Landing. So some of the stuff is like an Airbnb, or it's vacation rentals, in this area. So as we get to the corner here, you'll see that there's more, things that you can rent. If you don't have to have a house here, you can rent some property and just come out and hang out at the beach. And I don't know if you can hear that or not, but that is the waves at the beach. The beach is just across the street from us now. But these homes here, these are all rentals. The beach is directly behind them. And we'll show you that here in a minute. So this place is definitely for vacationers. How's it going? Oh, blessed, I'm blessed. Might grab me one of these deers and eat them for dinner.
There you go.
Oh yeah, they got horns?
Yeah, they got horns.
All right, I'm gonna have to go back that way. Well, I was joking about eating the deer, the baby deer. I wouldn't eat these baby deer. 7:30 in the morning. A couple I was just talking to about the deer, about eating the deer. They are out smoking weed. It's legal to smoke marijuana here in Washington, but people, it's 7:30 in the morning. 7:30. I didn't film them, but you probably could pick up their voices on the camera. But 7:30 and they're smoking weed. Wow. All right. So from our motorhome last night, we can hear the foghorn all night long. And I guess you hear it? That was it. I guess it's just a part of being at the ocean or whatnot. But they have a lot of signs that say do not no trespassing, and they have little pathways to get you down to the beach. Some signs say private beach, do not trespass, but they're also trying to protect the dunes. I guess that's in all beach towns, you know, where they're trying to protect the dunes and keep people, keep the that resource available for, you know, generations to come. Because if you damage the dunes, it's almost like damaging an estuary for people that fish and understand fish populations and things like that. But you know, you got to be very protective of the resources that we have, because they are disappearing, believe it or not. Wow. And I'm gonna show you what erosion does. This actually used to be a road. In the state of Washington, a lot of beaches they allow you to drive on, but I guess Mother Nature had other ideas about this. Let's take a look at that. See how the road has basically eroded away? That is probably a 3 foot, you know, 2.5, 3 foot drop. So no vehicles are coming out here anymore. This place is really interesting too when you do fireworks. 4th of July, this place really gets lit up. And I've never seen a bunch of motorhomes and tents on this side of the beach before. I guess they used to do it, and then the reservation closed down the marina because disrepair, and I don't know if they didn't have the money or they didn't want to spend the money to bring it up to where it's safe and usable. But it's actually good to see the motorhomes back. There's a motorhome park here, and like I said, I wouldn't use it because I have friends here. I have a few sets of friends actually that are here, so I can mooch dock with them. And then someone brought in big boulders at the beach here to kind of make a breakwater. And as we go this way, you can see the big boulders are coming out. If you're in a motorhome community like I am, and we don't full time, but we typically go quite a bit in the summer, the RVs, to me that's the way to go, because you can change your environment, you can change your location. You don't have to be stuck. Like, for example, if I bought a house here in Ocean Shores, I'm stuck here in my house, or it's a foolish investment if I'm not renting it out and I'm not using it. But it is an investment if you have the money. Let me take that back. It's not a foolish investment if you have the money and you can afford to do that. It's a great investment because you can always resell it later. But with a motorhome, you can travel anywhere. You can change your environment, and you don't have to be, you know, just stuck in, I don't want to say stuck, but you know, you don't have to pick one location. You can do whatever you want to do with your motorhome. I can bring my motorhome here and enjoy the beach. I can take my motorhome to the Columbia River and enjoy the river and enjoy the sandy beaches there. I mean, I can do whatever I want. I can go to Baja, Mexico with my motorhome. My house that's here, it's basically staying here. It's not going anywhere else. So coming down and hanging out with friends, that's great. But with the motorhome, I can follow fish. I can go fish on the Columbia. I can go fish off the lake. I can fish wherever it is that I go. So that's the allure of the motorhome to me. It's almost like nomadic living, right? Yeah, I hear you. My cousins are talking to me back there. I think they're huge. I think they're ravens. like I was saying earlier, these boulders are not native to this part of the beach. It looks like they were brought in to basically to stop further erosion. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there is several feet, probably about 7 feet of erosion that has occurred here. And then directly behind this is the motorhome park. I guess nature has a way of taking back what's hers, huh? All right, so I just walked across the beach, and this is kind of like a small lagoon area. Well, it's not very small, but it's protected. As you can see, there's no waves here. You know, so if you want to come and, you know, kind of swim in relatively protected area without waves, this is it. So you can just cut across the beach, and it brings you to this little protected area. Listen how quiet it is, with the exception of my voice, of course. Folks, this is serene stuff. I mean, this is stuff that if you have high blood pressure and high stress levels, this is the stuff you need to do. I mean, this is very peaceful, and you can do this for, you know, an hour or two in the morning. I wouldn't recommend doing it later because there's probably going to be a bunch of kids on the beach and families and things like that. But as I'm looking around, I'm not really seeing a lot of footprints, so I wonder how many people actually even come over to this side. It's almost like a lagoon side. This is by the marina. And we all know where Leva is. In the motorhome, sleeping. I think these are crows. I don't know if I don't think they're ravens. They may be crows. I said ravens earlier. They're cawing like crows. Must be crows. I said I'm not seeing human footprints, but I am seeing a lot of raccoon footprints. Look at that. Is that a raccoon? I don't know. That looks maybe a little. I don't know what kind of footprint that is. Is that a raccoon footprint or something bigger? Look how big that is. You guys think that's a bear? Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna tell Leva, because she's definitely afraid of bears, that those are bear footprints. They have claws and pads. That's what we're gonna tell her. Bear footprints. Here are our trash. Well, I gotta show you the boat launch. I'm at the reservation launch now. This thing says use at your own risk, and they want to charge you $5. My buddy smacked a wall with his big, beautiful aluminum boat. I think I would have launched somewhere else, but let me show you what this launch looks like. Well, I don't know about you, but that little launch I just showed you, there's no way in hell I would launch my boat there. That's tough, man. You would have to have someone on the throttles, someone, you know, driving you back, disconnecting you, and then you just pull out and go over to the marina, which is where we're headed right now. To give you a sneak peek of the marina. So this is where the wedding is going to happen today. And the boat on the end, the Parker, the far left over there, that's my buddy Mark's boat. So he's going to get married on his boat, him and his wife, or soon to be wife Sarah. And the guests are going to be on the dock, I believe, witnessing the wedding from the dock. Mark wants me to fly my drone to film the wedding, which we can do. I think this is his boat here to time out. So him and his wife, Sarah, soon to be wife, they will get married on the boat with the pastor, and the rest of us will be standing on the dock witnessing the ceremony. And then we're gonna party. Yeah, he's got her looking good. He's got her looking good. I like it. All right, we get the Red Rose noise. We try to eat at the bistro, but it is way too packed. So I'm gonna go somewhere else. Just trying to pick up some nice pastries. Visiting Ocean Shores and just kind of hanging out after filming and after the wedding, it just made me realize why I like beach towns. I know earlier it sounded as though I didn't really like beach towns that much, especially here in Washington, because the water is colder, the beach is brown with pebbles and some rocks. But Ocean Shores beaches are actually really soft sand. It reminds me of the Gulf, except the Gulf is white. Um, I really did enjoy Ocean Shores. I took advantage of it. I rode my bike all over the place. I went to different shops and I ate at a couple different restaurants, and I just had a grand old time. I know Leva didn't take advantage of it, but that's okay. And yes, peeps, I ended up getting breakfast from McDonald's, but I went to a donut shop and got some really cool pastries. Go out and grab pastries and some breakfast at the local restaurants, but the only issue is, the pandemic has really affected this area, and also this is towards the end of the season. So with it being the end of the season, you would think it would be, fully functional and operational, but it's not. There's 2 good restaurants that serve really good breakfast and pastries, and they are packed. I mean, it's unbelievable. So I'm gonna have to go to the grocery store and get some pastries, and maybe I'll just grab a couple sausage sandwiches from McDonald's for breakfast. I hate to eat at McDonald's, but not knocking McDonald's, but I'm trying not to eat fast foods. But I don't want to cook today, so we do what we gotta do. There are businesses and theme parks, things like that, like you can play putt-putt and go-kart riding. There's a lot to do here. It's a beach town, so just if you've ever been to a beach town, this is what you get here, except it's a little cooler and the water's a little colder.
This is Living Life. Remember to keep living and enjoying life.
Subscribe and follow.
Yeah.
Hit that like button.